All right, we're going to stay in Gulfport and go to Renee. Renee, good evening. What can we help you with?
Hey, Renee.
Hello.
Hey.
I have a quick question for you.
Sure.
I was in a car accident and I was hit by a company vehicle. It didn't cause much damage to my vehicle. However, I went to a chiropractor based upon the lawyer's information, and the lawyer just didn't help me at all. I mean, not the lawyer, but the chiropractor. What should I do at this point?
Well, Renee, happy to jump into that.
She got me. She got me.
Yeah, boy.
Renee,
yeah,
I know. I've met a few of the,
a few of those lawyers.
I didn't
really
say it, but
yeah, you did. Yeah.
Go ahead, Matthew.
Renee.
What were you
Thank
saying?
You, Renee.
For Renee's fine
do
question.
this show without Kenny, Renee.
Great question.
Yeah, Renee, what I would do, listen, with a chiropractor, they do great service, and I've been to a chiropractor myself. But for car wrecks, this kind of thing, if you're still having trouble, you probably need to go to probably your family care physician first, have them kind of check you out. And then if you're still having trouble, perhaps an orthopedist, perhaps a neurosurgeon. But what you've got to do, if you're still having trouble, chiropractic care, it really isn't getting it done. You have to go kind of that next phase, which is kind of the next rung of the ladder. So if you have a primary care, go to that person. If not, I can direct you to an orthopedist or somebody like that, then give you a full evaluation, see what's kind of going on, and then you can kind of go from there.
Let me ask you this, Matt, because Renee had an interesting part right at the very beginning of the call. She said she was hit by a company car. She did a good job not naming the company. Good job. Is there something there? Because this could be a large fleet vehicle, or maybe that's what she was kind of thinking about with her attorney.
Well, right, yeah. I mean, I'm certainly sorry she was in an accident, but if there's good news here with this situation, and the hope is that if it's a company vehicle, then they have sufficient insurance.
Sure.
As you know, Kenny, that's something I've kind of talked about quite a bit. The minimum required, the required insurance in this state is $25,000, $50,000, so $25,000 per person in accident. And as anybody knows, if you have any type of serious injury that requires a surgery, heck, requires a lot in the emergency room, much less a surgery, that is just not enough coverage. So the hope is if it's a business vehicle that they usually have more than minimum coverage. So so if there's a bright lining here or at the end of this situation, that is if you are injured, if the injuries do persist and there's something seriously going on, the hope is that there's room for compensation for you.
So just because there was a company vehicle involved, your first thought might is let's see what the doctors and let's see how you are physically, and then you kind of move forward from there.
Well, yeah, and as we would do that in any case, we were listening. When you're in an accident, it's in your interest, and the first thing is take care of yourself, right? I mean, so you've got a long life to live, so do everything you can to get yourself back in the game physically, 100 close to 100% as you can. But as I say, the hope in this particular case that there is be enough coverage, so if there is something serious going on, there's enough coverage to pay you compensation.
Matt, side thought.
Yeah.
When you're going to a chiropractor, do y'all use that? Do y'all see that in the legal field as the same? And like as a doctor or medical professional, I mean, chiropractic has come a long way from a couple of years ago and everything. I mean, there's some great offices out there. Or do you need to send them to a doctor sometimes?
Yeah, Kenny, you've hit upon it exactly right. It has come a long way, a long way. But it is true that chiropractic care alone has its place, and that puts your injury in kind of a certain area, if that makes sense.
Right.
So if you have any type of long-standing injury and it's requiring a long time of chiropractic care, it's probably a good idea to get evaluated with another type of physician. There are many great specialists out there to take a look what's going on. Okay. And a lot of times that happens, and then they send you back to the chiropractor.
Right.
They may say, he's doing or she's doing everything great, you're right on track, that's exactly what you need to be doing, but it's sometimes good to get another medical professional in there to kind of see what's going on.
All right.
Yep.
Great question, Renee. Really do appreciate that. 2 calls in a row from the Gulfport.